finally realized I was immortal. It took me a long time. I reached that half-century mark, 50, threw myself the obligatory party, actually decided to dedicate the entire year to celebrating me, started doing more yoga, so I'm now a really more practiced yogi, but there was nothing there that really said, I'm supposed to do something important. This is a transitional point in my lifetime, and there's some big bleep in legacy I'm supposed to be creating. Then things started to creep up on me. You know, it wasn't the crow's feet, what do you call those things? A sagging breast, that piece of fat that goes over the edge of your underwear that you really hate, the love handles. Richard Bartle said, as we get older, we become cartoon characters. I'm perfectly happy being a cartoon character. It's fun. No, it's something more subtle. What am I leaving behind me besides digital traces that can be stalked online? How have I added value in my work instead of just getting work done? What's my portfolio? And you know something? I'm starting to realize I don't know. I may get a tweet that gives me an acknowledgement or a compliment, and I don't really know what it means. I'm pretty ignorant. I've been coasting along, doing what I do, kind of idiot savant, I guess. I don't know, but if I'm thinking about what do I want to leave behind, I have to become a little more conscious of this. You know, I've been told I'm an elder in my field. Well, what the hell is my field? My mother still wants to know, and I'm 55 freaking years old. So if I can't name my talents, my superpowers, my inner self, and I think this has been a theme that's been strong tonight, how can I let that fully blossom into the world? So these are the little things that started creeping in. Then the big things started creeping in. Now, last Thursday, I became a grandmother for the second time. I now have a 3-year-old and a 0-year-old, 2 wonderful girls, and I'm leaving a world behind for them. And what kind of freaking world am I leaving behind? And all of a sudden, this idea of what is the legacy we leave people becomes more important. My father didn't make it to that 3-year-old's first birthday because he didn't feel well, and 2 weeks later, he was dead. He is probably the wisest person who could have talked about my talents, and I never had that conversation with him. Life is a moment-to-moment reweaving of our relationships with each other, and how do we bring our talents, our gifts to those people, and how do we draw out their talents and gifts and create a legacy that is really collective, not just one by one. The poet Jane Hirschfeld in an TED Ed talk about metaphors said, the metaphors were like ghosts drifting from our intelligent mind, and I just got that quote wrong, but it was, I don't want my talent to be ghosts anymore. I want it to be clearer. I want to have a sense so I can know what to stop doing in the next years of my life and what I should really come into fully. And I have to be aware of things to do that. I can't just skip along doing as I usually do, a wonderful opportunist. So here I am in front of you, the Church of Ignite. I clearly admit I've been an idiot for 55 years, and it's time to get a little more tuned into what I do. So I've been reflecting on those moments in my work when something clicked, when there was something magical, and I thought about a time in Armenia when I was working with these amazing women, wrapping up a very successful project and handing it over to the government. So this was basically a funeral. And we were trying to think what really happened, and a woman said to me, she said, what I loved about this project was you helped us see how powerful we were. So look about this room. There's a lot of powerful talent in this room, really a ton of talent. How aware are you of your talent? How aware are you of the talent of the people around you, and how are you drawing into that vortex? Now, I'm not talking about bragging, and I'm not talking about, oh, I'm the greatest in the world. In fact, for us, some of us women, we don't do enough of that. No, I'm talking about really looking inside and being aware of the superpowers we bring, if that's the term you want to use. So what I'm doing is when I have a consulting gig with my clients, no longer am I just going in and delivering work. I'm going in and saying, how do we learn from what we did, and how can I leave some of that behind with you? I'm working perhaps with a younger person. So I'm actually giving up half my fees in some of my cases to bring in younger people. I'm asking people about their stories so I can better understand and tell my story, because if you cannot tell the story of your talents, you cannot make the offers to the world. And those offers are what we need. So Jane also said, if you make a handle, you make a world. My handle is to become more reflective and to make better offers of my talent to the world. How many of you are younger than 50? Don't wait till you're 50. Don't wait till you're 50. Take the time now. I fully intend to be a crazy old lady to wear purple and great socks, but we need to be making those handles now. So what is your handle? And I don't mean this one. I'm Nancy White. These are my drawings, and know your talents.